Yo, 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 it's your boy Casual Rail with the Silent A podcast. And man, we back with another one and a quick one at that. And we're going to get straight to it. All hail the king. All hail the king. The baddest man on the planet. The men of men. The baddest man in boxing. All hail the king. And we're clearly talking about the heavyweight division. Here on the Silent A podcast, we're a little torn on that. All hail the king is who is truly the king in the division. Many would think it's clear and obvious that it's the undisputed, the man who beat the Gypsy King twice. Clearly in the second one, should have got a stoppage in the first one. Yeah, we're talking about Orslander Uysk, the man who also beat Anthony Joshua twice as well on his reign, moving up from cruiserweight to heavyweight, undisputed in two divisions. Yes, by accolades. Yes, by just pure future Hall of Fame legacy and what he has done in the sport. And clearly he holds all the belts, or now majority of the belts in the heavyweight division. Orslander Uysk is definitely one of them ones, right? Talented, can box, decent punching power, as many were surprised as he moved up from cruiserweight to heavyweight. But then we've got the resurgence. The return of the young one, return of the young man, return of the beast, Daniel Dynamite Dubois, as he has had a breakout year here, beating, we're going to start from last December, and I'm not talking about 2024, we're talking about 2023 December, when he came and beat Gerald Big Baby Miller, then moved on to beat Hrgovic. Then October 2024, smashed Anthony AJ Joshua. Knocked him out clean, really controlled that fight and dominated him in clear fashion. This is coming from a man who many wrote off, including ourselves at one point, questioned, did he actually have a fighting spirit? Was he even supposed to be here? Was he just a hype job that he had quit against Joe Joyce and against Usyk, mind you not, previously? So why are we talking about Daniel Dubois potentially being one of the kings, or being the king of the heavyweight division? Many saw the knockdown low blow, as it officially was called, when Daniel Dubois and Usyk fought. Arguably was a clean body shot, and many thought Daniel Dubois was robbed of his body shot knockout KO of Usyk, which we would never saw Usyk versus Fury. Many also thought Daniel Dubois, yes, he did quit in that fight, gave up, I believe it was round 11, via a jab. In that fight, I really think mentally Daniel Dubois was just defeated. Like, have you ever been so close in a fight? Mind you, not underdog in that fight. You're so close to beating that man, and they took it out of your hands, right? Any sport that you play, whether it's football, basketball, you giving it your best, and you hit that. Let's pick basketball for this reason. You hit that game, or should have been game-winning 3. And they said you stepped on the line, and they rewind the tape, and your foot is like literally right there. You had to get a microscope to say that you was on that line, and you felt you hit that 3, and you gave it your all, and they took it back and gave it a 2, and you lost by 1, right? And you just give up for the rest of the match. It's that kind of feeling, right, that gets taken away from you. It's clear that Daniel Dubois lost that. He lost it towards the end of that fight and kind of gave up, especially as Usyk started building back up and showing his clear boxing skill set and his veteran pedigree. But if that knockout would have happened and would have been called, we would have never had Usyk versus Fury. Fast forward though, the resurgence. Who had the better year this year? in the last 365 days. Yes, Usyk undisputed, beat Fury twice, but you beat the same man twice. Many who think is worn anyways, a little chinny as he's been, and he, lost to attrition after going through wars with Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder and Francis Ngannou and so forth. Where you have Daniel Dubois beat Gerald Miller, undefeated. He was an underdog. I'm sorry, it was close. They were close in that fight betting odds. Beat Gerald Miller in a do or die situation. Both of their careers on the line. Moved on, fought and beat Filip Hrgović. Was the clear underdog in that one. We made bread on that because we believed in Daniel Dubois' now resurgent mentality, because that's what he was missing. He was missing that mental aspect, that he kind of lost that fighting spirit. He ran in too early, ran into some big dogs early, between Joyce and then Usyk, taking those losses, never knowing how to deal with the loss. But now I think he understands the loss, learned from them, and now he has that confidence in him that's making him unstoppable. But either way, went in, stopped Filip Hrgović. Cool. Beat him. Guess who gets called up next? Anthony A.J. Joshua, October. He is like a plus 300, close to a plus 400 underdog in this fight. Anthony A.J. Joshua came off the Francis Ngannou clean knockout that Tyson the Gypsy King Fury couldn't do. Walks in confident. He's supposed to beat Daniel Dubois in front of everybody at Wembley. And Daniel controls it, dominates him, knocks him out clean, something that Usyk could not do. Usyk didn't even look that dominant against Anthony A.J. Joshua. He won, and won, clear, no dispute on if he beat Anthony Joshua, but he did struggle a couple times here and there throughout the fights, and they were very close on the cards. Dubois owned AJ. And that's how he ended 2024. 3 back-to-back victories against 2 undefeated fighters at that time, and then 1 very acclaimed popular champion who was resurging himself. Or a former champion, we should say, resurging himself. Daniel Dubois right now is the resurging king. Logically, we have to give the throne, the mantle, to Alexander Usyk. He's the man who beat the man. He's got the titles, X, Y, and Z. But if you ask us here, I believe Daniel Dubois is actually the man in the division right now, based on the high that he has, based on the confidence that he's put himself in, based on the punching power that he has shown, based on the chin he has shown over these last few fights. And I mean, against some hard hitters, because Anthony Joshua was bringing it to him. Filip Hrgović was trying to get to him. Gerald Miller's not a big puncher, but it was the stamina that showed in that one. They went toe to toe, and he's shown in the last 365 days he might be the complete package as far as a heavyweight fighter can go. Yeah, I think Usyk is clearly the better boxer. But we're talking about who's the baddest man, who is the king, who can take it out. And I believe in 2025, we're going to figure out who is the true king. Right now, Usyk, by accolades and titles and skill set and where he's been, is that person. And no knock on Usyk, he is the man. He will fight. As you heard after the Tyson Fury fight, he asked Turki Al-Sheikh to set it up. Him and Daniel Dubois set it up. He doesn't care. This man backs down from nobody, and that's what I love about Usyk. But at the same time, Daniel Dubois, man, that confidence that I'm seeing. Now, he's got to get past Joseph Parker here on February 22nd, 2025. But if it's the same Daniel Dubois I've seen these last 3 fights, the same confidence level, I believe he stops Joseph Parker between rounds 8 and 9, and then we get this Usyk rematch to settle it once and for all who's the true king of the heavyweight division. Either way, man, we talked too long on this one. We just want to get a quick point out that, hey, it's all hell the king, but who is the king in your eyes and ours? The resurgent king is Daniel Dubois. I think he is the man in the division, but he still has to prove it. He's got to go take those accolades away from Alexander Usyk, who right now is the undisputed champ. Even though he had to drop a belt, we're still going to call him the undisputed champ. But either way, that's our opinion here on the Sound 8 podcast, man. It's your boy Casual Real. Hit that like button, comment below, subscribe. Please subscribe, help us grow this channel. And as always, until next time, peace.